Hi, I'm Tinny from Minibull Design, and today I'm out in the woods just looking to see what's come up for mushrooms. The reason why I'm doing that is I happened to walk out on the trail that I made when I was hauling my wood. I made a trail out through the woods to turn around so I could drive through the woodshed and loop right back around so I didn't have to back up. And when I was on that trail today, I noticed a great big mushroom there, which I'm pretty sure is poison, but anyway. I noticed a great big pretty mushroom, and that made me think that last year Robert was out and we looked for mushrooms, but we were too late in the year. So I thought, oh, okay, so I'll go out today and maybe I'm ahead of the curve this time. Well, I think I am, because I went around and I saw a few mushrooms, but nothing that looked edible. He gave me a crash course on that. And don't get me wrong, I would never eat a mushroom. I'm not that brave. I don't even like mushrooms, but he gave me a crash course on what to look for, and there's a few things that I think are just starting to come up, but I don't think most of them. Either that or it just wasn't a good year for mushrooms, one or the other. I really don't know. This is all assumption on my part, but I did scan through and I didn't see much for mushrooms. I just uploaded OS 6 onto my laptop. I take that back, onto my iPad. And I noticed, of course, that now the comments on YouTube don't come up anymore. And when I go to YouTube, I can't read the comments anymore on my videos. Just a side effect of OS 6, evidently. Maybe that'll change. And Beth went to load it, and she was loading it on a Mac, on a Microsoft machine, and got all kinds of warning messages and stuff on hers, and she's sorting through that now. So, just computer stuff. I liked all the comments I got on the silicone bowls that I showed on the last video. I can only think that the person that thought that up had never been backpacking, and since they're sold as backpacking bowls, that just really doesn't make sense to me. You'd think the people that were inventing this stuff and producing it would be dyed-in-the-wool hardcore backpackers, just because that would be their job, to design backpacking equipment. But evidently not. Evidently a lot of these people that design this stuff is just something that comes into their head, and they don't really look into it really in detail. Because I'm sure anybody that's walked up over the side of a mountain with a backpack would be take one look at that bowl and go, whoa, that's heavy, we don't want to carry that. Just part of the deal. I'm also looking at my stove line, and I've got some stoves I think that are not as good as other stoves, and I'm thinking that the other stove could do everything that this stove can do. In other words, there's no reason to sell some of the stoves that I've got. And I've really pared down my stove line using that thinking. That just because something has some holes in it or looks nifty, if it doesn't have a distinct advantage to it, maybe I shouldn't be selling it. And a lot of the stoves are very, very slow sellers, and other ones are quite brisk. So some of the slow sellers are really no advantage to them. So I may pair this. I'd like to have, I know this sounds a little bit shallow, but I would like to have just one wick stove that I'd sell. I'd like to sell just the M2 SB, and that's it for a wick stove. And for the traditional stoves, I would think that the atomic original and carbon felt and the mini atomic original and carbon felt would be enough. But there is a whole group, a whole club of people that like the BIOS and the BIOS Micro, and that's their go-to stove, and they would be really upset if I stopped selling it. So that kind of takes that option off the table. So I'm going to continue to look for mushrooms. And Robert, if you're out there, look at some of these pictures I got and tell me if I've got anything that's edible. I don't think I do. I'm Tinny from Minibull Design. Get out and hike, take a friend, enjoy the great outdoors, and more important than anything, try to have a really great day, and try to take just a little bit of time out to have some fun today. Bye-bye.